Hello everyone, welcome to another Random Flow Geonode Edition update video. So I've managed to turn the Geonode setup into an add-on. Um, Firstly, for the random panels Geonode modifier. So Shift Q is for the original random flow, and Shift Alt U will be for the random flow Geonode edition. So right now there's only one operator, and I will add more in a couple of days. Since this is already set up, the other operators are of course easier to add. Okay, so um, you can just pick an object, select a bunch of faces, and use the operator that, and then in the modifiers you can find the uh, Geno setup for the random panels Geno edition. Okay, so this works like random flow original. Uh, I deleted the. So this works kind of like the random flow original, where you have to select faces. So if the entire face of the mesh object is selected, then it will use the active object itself. So for example, this cube, I select everything and use random panels, then the modifier will be added to this object right here. Okay, but we can select isolate areas that will be affected, that will only be affected by the uh, node. For example, I select this area right here, go to object mode, and there we go. And select another area, for example, this one. And they are, of course, independent from each other. And you can change the settings on this one and independently change another setting with from another object that is using the random panels geonode setup. So this is just the basic default values that I've set up. There's no presets yet, so that will come in later in the development. And this is a great. This is much easier than actually using the geonode material setup. You can isolate the effect of the geonode in the geonode setting itself using materials, but that is of course very confusing and does not let you really limits you from using any other materials for the mesh. So this is much easier. What it does is basically separates the face, creates another object, separates the selected face, separates the creates another object with those selected faces and the rest of the other faces deleted, and then adds the modifier. So you have this effect. And even assign it just a single face and select that, and then just change the values for the randomization. Okay, so these objects are also parented to the active object where the faces were extracted from, and you can scale this and rotate parent and the children will also rotate to the uh, parent. But if you transform the object in edit mode, uh, you come to a problem. So the only way to actually solve this is just select everything that is connected to the GeoNode design, and then go to edit mode. This goes to all of the edit mode in the object selected, and then you can transform them all at the same time in edit mode. So that's the only way. Okay? Or you can just delete it and start over. So there's a bit of a sacrifice because of uh, we have this is more intuitive than using materials, but we have a bit of a sacrifice with that. You have to, if you were to extrude or to say change the design of the mesh, and one of the geonode area is in the way of that, you have to remove the geonode, and it's really quite easy because you just have to set it up again. And since it's random, even if the even if you don't have to remove the geonode object in that area, so for example, it's using the material system, the design of the geonode will change anyway because you extracted the face, and it won't be the same mesh from before. So yeah. Okay. So let me just happen some or test it out on Godot spaceship. I think we can do this here. Godot spaceship. This is designed using random flow original, and let's just duplicate this, scale this up. Okay, and sample this area right here. Let's go to object color. Then we can just um, change, click on the object, and then change the parameters of the random panels geonode modifier, and go to offset. Change the scaling, and we can use extra offset. Change the max offset like that. Okay. I also need to put a command which make it easier to, of course, copy the modifiers over to the other objects. So kind of like that, but uh, we have to copy this setting right there. Okay. So if you select everything, everything gets applied to that. There's no separate object rated, and the modifier itself is applied to the active mesh. Go to offset, change this to change the scale, play around with the offset, and use extra offset. It jump a little, seed value, play around with the seed value. Okay, and also bring the mirror down. So This will have to be automated by the script. So our panels, in order for it to display correctly with the mirror, it has to be above the mirror. I think there will be an option right there. So if you want asymmetry, you can just put it. The script will just put it below the mirror, and if you want symmetry, it will put it above the mirror. So I guess this will be a part of the um, redo panel or the initialization of the modifiers. Okay, so just play around with the sub D and blend detail, and there we go. We have a ship, and let's play around with the extra offset to offset some things. So next up is I'm going to, of course, incorporate the random cells equivalent and also the random slice equivalent. And in a couple of days, I will release this as a beta or something like that. And it's in the stores. I'll probably release it first in Gumroad. And it's your choice to support it, to buy it, and of course support it. If you buy it's only a one time purchase, so you can decide to support it like that. Once you buy it, there's no need to buy another version of it. It's a lifetime purchase, just like the Random Flow original. Okay, so there we have it, and it's all contained in a single modifier, and you can change it anytime. And the best thing is you can use another one. It's from another mesh. There's a mirror. I have to copy the mirror of the object as well. Okay, there's a lot of things missing, but we'll get there. Okay, just like that. And RM solver. You can use RS or RM solver. Actually, let's try the RM solver or the RS solver for the ship. And there we go. So the RS solver works really good with angular surfaces. Not so much with cylinders. I found that it sucks for cylinders and spheres, but RM solvers could work with cylinders and spheres. There we go. Try and pump up the offset. Maybe I should put a subdivision there as well. Go. Just two. Yeah, I should fix this. Yeah, it needs to be fixed. But yes, it's finally an add-on, and everything will be faster. Just adding stuff from here on. So also I will put stuff here which will let you easily modify parts of the random panel modifier and all the other modifiers that will be added here using just the menu here. So it's kind of like opening random flow, but the advantage is that you can, of course, uh, change it anytime using the modifier or the JNode setup. Okay, so Tell me what you think about this update in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, just comment section or the links in the description. Subscribe and hit notify. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.